I was going to say Kristen Burt Entertainment News, but I'm going to say Kristen Burt's Cats Entertainment News.
You know what it is? Bill isn't here today. And so Bill usually calms down Linus because Linus gets upset when I come in here in the mornings.
The Wrangler's gone.
He wants attention. So he's like,
the greatest.
Yeah.
I'm introducing you as like, okay. Kristen Burt Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com and learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, Kristen Burt, what's up?
Do we even say hi and introduce ourselves?
Oh, that's right. I forgot to do that. What the hell? I'm having a hell of a day. In any case, welcome to the Tom Barnard Podcast with
co-host Catherine Brandt.
Andy Brandt Barnard.
And Kristen Burt, which we all know I'm here, and is my cat, Linus.
Yeah. I reposted a video. There's these videos of these cats reacting to a chihuahua with these head pieces on, like a giant mouse or a giant.
Oh, yep.
Oh my God, the cat's freaking out. It's kind of mean to the cat, but it's also kind of funny how crazy they get when they're scared. You know, they jump that 6 feet in the air and they just scramble all over the place.
You do the bing.
I don't know if it's even AI. Who knows anymore? But it was pretty funny.
Yeah, there is a lot of AI out there. Andy's like, let your cat in. I'm like, my cat is in. That's the problem. He just wants all of my attention. He wants me to pick him up and hold him and snuggle him. Yep. He's a baby.
I know.
That's kind of like Catherine and me. She has to pick me up and huggle me and
huggle.
Huggle. Did I just say huggle?
Yeah.
Cuddle, huddle.
I also like the videos of cats that were rescued or taken, from a shelter or whatever, and they're just completely catatonic. Catatonic. And then within 2 weeks they're like snuggling with the new owner and stuff. It's so cute. It's like such a win when a cat decides to like you.
I know. Ours were found in downtown Los Angeles.
Oh, no, really? They were street kitties?
They were street kitties. They were tiny little babies. They don't know where their mother was, which was really sad. They were just the two of them by themselves, and they were really tiny and really little.
Oh,
she's over here licking my legs now. That doesn't take a lot.
Acting weird today. Didn't want to take a walk.
God, that leg licking tickles like mad.
Is it still cold outside in Florida?
No.
He just sounds there.
74.
I don't think he feels well today or something.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
Everyone in the chat's talking about how it's going to plummet where they are.
Fawny, our granddaughter, 9-year-old granddaughter, called this morning to tell us that it's going to feel like 45 below zero on Friday. And she's hoping that they will not have school.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to have school tomorrow. There's no way. I pumped gas on the way here, and it's 5 right now. So it's about 20 degrees warmer than it will be tomorrow.
I don't know how you guys do it. I've got to be honest. Either. I did it for 2 years, and I was like, this is for the birds. Like, I could not wrap my brain around that cold weather.
The wind chill right now is minus 15, and I was like, I would not go outside if I didn't have to. So now at 30 degrees below that, there's just no way. You could go outside, you get frostbite in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
I think that, it happens kind of rarely that it gets that bad. Mm-hmm. So people are just like, it only happens once in a while. I mean, there's just people that like the cold weather.
They do. I'm just not one of them.
Yeah, there you go. All right, couple of points made here. Someone said, no winter jacket today. I said, I have a hoodie on. That's from Andy Jacobson.
Where do you live, Andy?
He must be in Arizona or something.
Oh, Prior Lake already called off school.
Yeah, Prior Lake.
Oh, yeah, there you go. It's going to happen. Minus 45 wind chill frostbite is 10 minutes. So.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Don't let your kids go outside.
No, thank you.
Oh, that is crazy.
It is amazing.
It's Oscar nominations day. That's probably the big
it is.
Day,
okay.
By the way. Yes,
right.
yes. And just letting you guys know, Sinners is the big winner of the day. 16 nominations, which is pretty huge. It is a record breaker. It beats Titanic, All About Eve, La La Land in terms of, so that was a record breaking in terms of number of nominations, which is pretty amazing.
That is the ticket. Yeah. So you have any favorites in your own mind?
I personally do have Sinners as my top pick for the year.
Sinners, okay.
Some of it's a personal investment. My friend Michael Shaver, who was nominated this morning for his first Oscar for Best Editing. And, you know, anyone who has watched Ryan Coogler films, whether it's Creed or Fruitvale Station, anything you've watched from Ryan Coogler, Black Panther, of course, he's been very loyal to the people that he met at USC Film School. They were all in grad school together. And Fruitvale Station was his grad film, Ryan Coogler, and everyone that came along with him, from editing, which was my friend Mike, to costume design, casting directors, they have all risen through the ranks in Hollywood along with him. So it's been really an incredible thing to watch Mike really just have this incredible turn in Hollywood. It's been fun because I knew him when he was in grad school, and now all of a sudden here he is, an Oscar nominee.
That's wonderful. That
In a
is
decade.
great.
Yeah, in a decade. That's how long it took.
Yeah, that's a while.
It's
can
a
understand.
while, but it's not. Do you know what I mean? Because some people will never achieve the heights that
Right.
Ryan achieved today. And I got to celebrate with him at Critics' Choice Awards earlier this year because he was nominated for that. But it's rare that a director like Ryan brings the same team over and over again. Martin Scorsese does that a lot, but it's very rare that people have loyalty like that, which I think is amazing.
Loyalty? What's that?
Yeah.
What are you
What is
talking
loyalty?
about? What?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No, what the hell?
And I know you guys saw Begonia. Emma Stone did get her nomination.
Yeah, I think she deserves it.
Yeah.
I mean, she let them shave her head.
Yeah, she walked the red carpet for months. For months, she was on the red carpet with a bald head.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And she becomes the second youngest person and the youngest woman in Oscar history to accumulate 7 nominations.
Whoa.
Yep, only Walt Disney was younger when he reached that tally in 1936. Wow. And she did beat Meryl Streep had held the record for women. She had the same amount of nominations at 38. So now Emma beats Meryl Streep on that.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep. And Jesse Plemons sadly was not nominated for Begonia, so that was kind of considered a big snub, unfortunately. Yeah. He's a good actor, though. He'll have his chance.
He's a good. So he didn't get nominated, huh? Geez, wonder if it's because he's a white guy in Los Angeles.
No, Jesse is very well liked and very
I
well
know he
respected.
is.
He's an Emmys guy, so you know it'll be his turn for Oscars too. But I think this was like the first really big role that kind of catapulted him into this category. So
I only said that just to watch your head snap, and you paid
I
out.
was like, you're not going to get a rise out of me in this era.
you went
I've
like
been
this.
with you too long.
You know, some people don't get those jokes, though. It's a joke.
Kate Hudson was another big surprise for Song Sung Blue. Which I said all along. I said she's going to get nominated, and I knew she was going to get nominated because Goldie and Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn did a lot of campaigning for their daughter. So they were showing up to all these different parties and events if she couldn't show up. So there is a little bit of politicking there. F1, big surprise in terms of Best Picture. So that's a big one. And the big snub, Wicked for Good, got 0 nominations. And people really thought it was at least going to get costumes. Ariana Grande was going to get Best Actress. Nope.
There's do you think that the possible anorexia thing had anything to do with it? That people were getting mad that they were so thin and it was being so celebrated?
No, I actually think that had nothing to do with it. I think it had to do with the fact that it just wasn't as good of a movie as the first one. And that's really what it came down to. And they were just stronger performances. And because it's a continuing character, only like a year apart where we saw the movies, the stronger work was done in part 1. And which makes me think we probably didn't need 2 parts of if you really think about it.
No.
They banked on it, and it even didn't do as well at the box office. People were like, I'm good. I saw exactly what I needed in part 1. And then, of course, the front runner for Best Actor on the men's side, Timothée Chalamet. He becomes the youngest male actor to score 3 nominations since Marlon Brando. Marlon Brando did it at 29. Timmy did it at 30. So just a little bit older.
A little bit there. I do miss Marlon Brando, though. I really do. God, I know he's a pain in the ass to work with, but he sure was good to watch.
He went
Good,
over to
talented actor.
Mexico in his old-
One other thing I wanted to mention, Perfect Neighbor, which we have mentioned over and over and over again from Netflix about that crazy neighbor that kind of like terrorized her entire street and wound up shooting the neighbor.
Yeah.
They got nominated for Best Documentary.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man.
So, yeah. And that's one, that is one that really has become kind of like a pop culture, kind of like buzzy movie. So it's interesting that it did cross over. Documentary is a hard category to be both like in the pop culture zeitgeist and getting nominated for an Oscar.
There you go.
Makes
Well, that's
sense.
good. Sounds like a lot of entertainment. We like entertainment. I don't know if you know that or not.
I like entertainment. You guys, guess who I interviewed last night?
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna say TV icon from the '80s, shoulder pads.
Melanie Griffith?
TV
Oh,
icon.
TV.
TV icon.
Shoulder pads.
Captain Kangaroo. He had shoulder
Like
pads.
prime time drama,
80s.
very glamorous '80s. Yes,
What'd you say?
Margaret.
What?
Of course,
Collins.
Margaret got it. Margaret
Margaret
always
got it.
gets it.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, I didn't even think she was still alive.
She
Who?
is
Joan Collins?
92.
Oh my God.
92, and she is sharp, and she is quick-witted, and she is currently in a video-on-demand movie, which is actually delightful. It's like an hour and 24 minutes, very quick, fast, fun, called A Murder Between Friends, kind of like a spoof on an Agatha Christie type of mystery. And she plays this character, Francesca, and it is turning into a little franchise, so there'll be another one.
Wow.
Yeah, there you have it. So it's what am I being railed on the comments here, Andy?
No. Oh, there was some comment about Brown Institute. And,
Yeah. What
No, that
maybe
wasn't railing. I can do this. There you go.
I saw a podcast from 2024. Oh, Garage Logic. Yeah. And your prediction of corporate radio in a few years. I left corporate radio. It was great to see you and all the old Brown instructors from 1981.
the Harry O Show.
Harry O Show. So, yeah, I think, I don't know what they're going to do with radio. It's kind of like local television other than news, and people don't even watch the news anymore on local television very much.
Yeah, no.
With
Yeah.
you.
We're
So I
going to be
don't know.
just dominated by Netflix.
Which is not good.
Yesterday we were talking about that, and I was saying they're kind of like innovating, and everyone's kind of just chasing their tail at this point. We talked about the podcasts and things like that. They've revived Star Search. And that started airing this week, Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but it's live globally. But they're allowing you to vote from your phone, like a 5-star system, or your remote. And everyone's voting in real time around the globe. This isn't even just like, hey, this is just the US. Which I think is going to really put some pressure on shows like America's Got Talent, Dancing with the Stars, and things like that, because
Well, how does that work with the time changes?
you watch it wherever you are at whatever time. So we watch it at 6 p.m. here. You guys are watching it at 8. You were you're East Coast, so 9 p.m. Andy would be watching it at 8.
Right.
And it's live voting.
Well, what about somebody in
Japan.
Doesn't matter. They're watching it at their time.
Oh,
If you want to
they are.
participate. Yeah, it's
Oh, okay.
live globally. You're
Oh,
voting
okay.
live globally. And that's a game changer, because that puts a lot of pressure on some of the bigger reality competition talent shows out there.
Right.
One of the biggest complaints about Dancing with the Stars is the voting system, because here in Los Angeles, we can only vote blind. We have to wait another 3 hours before the show is on, which doesn't make any sense. Like,
Yeah.
why am I voting on a dance I can't see?
Yeah, that's true. That does-
Yeah. So I think that's curious. We've got the podcast thing. They're throwing a ton of podcasts, on Netflix now, and they're going after TikTok. And now they are redesigning their app for this year. It's going to incorporate more short form videos and content discovery, similar to a TikTok platform. They're trying to pull people away from, and the opportunity is there because today TikTok will be owned by Oracle and Larry Ellison, and people
Oh,
are
God.
concerned, like when Elon took over Twitter, it's not going to be the platform that they signed up for.
I think that's probably true. Yeah. I don't know. People are getting weirder by the minute. Let's be honest.
Well, I think that in the not too distant future, we're going to have 2 corporations that own absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I really do.
on entertainment wise, it's going to be the Ellison family and it's going to be Netflix. Honestly.
Yeah.
And that fight over Warner Brothers, that's why I say, sure, it's tipping in Netflix's favor. Neither outcome is a great one in the end.
No, I think I would have to agree with that. No question about it. It just, the world right now, I mean, well, I don't know about the world, but the United States right now is way over the top on all this politics stuff.
It's actually just really sad. It's just really
It's
sad.
very, very sad. No question about it. I mean, I have friends that are not far left, but they're left. I have friends that are right. I gave up on politics a couple of years ago, which is probably one of the reasons I got fired at KQ, because I didn't want to talk about politics anymore. But I just can't believe the mean things that people, it's politics. You know what? Let's just use me. My vote doesn't mean very much in a country of 300 million people or whatever it is. I just don't understand the hatred and the anger over it all. I have Democrat friends. I have Republican friends. I have people that don't want to talk about politics. I don't care about that stuff. Do you?
I just feel really hopeless about anyone leading the country. And that includes Congress, that includes local politicians, that includes, it doesn't matter. There's no saving us. Like, that's the thing. There's no saving us. I don't have any hope for it. I hate to say that.
Well, I'm right there with you. And it's something I've been talking. That's why, to tell you the truth, like I said, I grew up a Democrat and then I tried being a Republican for a while. And I don't dislike Republicans and I don't dislike Democrats. It's just, I don't really have something that fits me, and I haven't in years. But there are still people on both sides going, "Oh, he's that deal, so let's go."
No, I just think the two-party system just doesn't work, and I don't know what the solution is. That's above my pay grade. But
you're absolutely right. There's no question. I just, what's so funny about that? How many years you been on the show now?
We're in 26, so it'll be 14 this year.
14 years. I can tell by looking at your eyes how you feel every morning.
Every morning.
Yes, I can look. Just the look on your face is like, yeah. And I understand. I'm going through some suffering right now because, like I said, I like Democrats. I like Republicans. I got friends that are Democrats. I got friends that are Republicans. I mean, my God, would you calm down, right?
I don't know if you can calm down, because I don't think anyone likes what's happening. I don't think anything likes what's happening from any angle, any party, it's all over the place. I mean, I just even know from being here in Los Angeles, a lot of friends who have been very, very successful, like just even basic things of like going to the grocery store is hitting them, healthcare prices are hitting them, and I feel like we're too focused in on other countries when we're like, hey. What's happening, on the our store shelves? So I think that's where a lot of people's worry is right now.
Oh yeah, we're splitting our groceries. We're going to Costco for some things, Aldi for some things, Trader Joe's for some things, because it's like, otherwise you're spending $3,000 a month on groceries if you don't do that.
Yeah, I go to Aldi because Aldi has the best prices.
Yep, they do, but they also, the selection is not like specialty stuff. Like Melissa's gluten. I'm gluten-free, and so is Melissa, and she's soy-free, and I'm onion and garlic-free, and it's like, it can be really hard to find stuff for meals at a place like Aldi or even Trader Joe's.
Yeah. Catherine, would you read what that says? People should wake up.
People should wake up how they are being manipulated by politicians and everything is set up by them. Current situation was created by one side to manipulate people into action to support criminals.
Support criminals. Yeah. Well, that is true.
I agree.
They're using it for their own benefit, and don't kid yourself. It's all about money. It's got nothing to do with politics. It's about money.
Yeah, you see everyone just getting the billionaires just getting richer and richer by the minute. It's not even like, it's crazy. It's
amazing how invested in one side or the other people are. There was a story this morning about a nurse, an obstetrics nurse, I should say, who found out, she was commenting on the fact that I think J.D. Vance's wife is pregnant again.
Oh, yeah.
And she this nurse says, I hope she rips from stem to stern.
Oh, God.
I hope she can never pee again as long as she lives. If I were her nurse.
Mental hospital, involuntary
that's weird.
behavior.
I read that comment, and it made me just I was a little dizzy for a while. It's like the venom
Yep.
that's coming
It's
out of
horrible.
these people's mouths for somebody you don't even know.
Yep.
Why are you so invested in hate?
Yeah, that's
I
a
mean,
weird hot take. And it's a weird
Oh my
hot take
God.
to begin with. It's a weird hot take to put out there publicly. It's an even weirder hot take to put out there publicly when you are a nurse.
Oh, I bet.
Because
Yeah.
anyone these days can be like, oh, Nancy, we can just go and find that you work at this hospital. Let's go and show you your boss this.
But that's the other thing. It's like you've got so much to lose, but yet you're so filled with venom that you're okay with putting that out there.
Put it
It's
in your
crazy.
friend's group chat. You know what I mean? Like, or just keep it as an
Yeah.
inside thought. Like, don't put it out
Oh.
there on social media. It's a really bad idea.
I don't think I've ever thought anything that violently horrible about anybody.
Well, why would you? Why is Usha Vance living rent free in your head? That's one.
Yeah.
Right.
Two, I'd be concerned that a nurse thinks that way about someone, especially when
Yes.
they're caretakers,
Yeah.
and so that's concerning. I mean, there's a lot of things there, but
I know. It just was. It was the most stunningly awful thing I've ever read online, and I was like, okay, we're done with.
I get that people are angry at government officials. Period. I get
Yeah.
that,
Oh,
but I
yeah.
don't get.
Yep.
I just don't have time to. I don't know. The emotional energy you're
Ugh.
also spending on all of this is a lot on a social media comment.
Awful.
Are we ever going to be able to turn the corner on this? I mean, it's getting worse rather than better.
I
No.
I don't know. I think it's
don't-
been bad for a while.
Oh,
it's been
Andy.
bad, but it's getting worse. I will say that I feel like people are angry enough that we're going to see a lot more violence. I hate to say it, but I do.
We
feel
are.
Yeah.
We absolutely are.
I remember in 2018, Peter Fonda said something about putting Barron Trump in a cage with pedophiles,
Yep.
like as
Yeah.
a punishment for Donald Trump.
I know.
I mean,
And he was a young boy then, or younger.
He was-
like a preteen, I think.
how old is Barron Trump? I think he's like 20
He's
ish.
19 or
He's
20.
in college.
Yeah, he would have
Oh.
been like 11 years old at the time.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Oh God.
Peter
Why?
Fonda actively put that out under his own name out into the world. He wanted everyone to know that he was thinking about this. So,
Because he
I mean,
doesn't
people
work
have
anymore.
been-
Nobody hires him.
well, he's dead now.
He's
but-
dead. I was
Is
like,
he dead now? Well, I don't even. That
This
shows
is-
you how much I gave a rat's ass.
hopefully.
I didn't even know he was
Hopefully he
dead.
won't be signed up for the next movie. He'll be AI Peter Fonda.
Yeah,
Well,
you
Jane's
never
still
know.
alive, isn't she?
Who is
Jane is still alive.
Jane?
isn't
Is
she?
still alive, yes.
she's
And
further
Peter
left than he
Fonda's
is.
daughter, Bridget.
Yeah.
Jane
She-
Fonda is 88.
I just don't understand being way left or way right. Why do you want to be so
Uh-huh.
Well,
nuts
to the point
about
where you're fantasizing about like sending an 11-year-old into a cage full of pedophiles, like that's not even political. That's just mentally ill. You need to be medicated levels of insane.
Yeah.
Well, why are you
somebody's
thinking about Barron Trump to begin with? Like,
That's a great question.
Yeah.
Is it
I don't give
awful?
any thought to Barron Trump. We both went to NYU. You know what I mean? I'm like, I give no thought
Yeah,
to
there
it
you go.
whatsoever. He's going to college.
Oh well.
Yeah, it's like, is this 11-year-old kid doing political things that you don't agree with? Probably not. He's probably playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
I like this. 2 posts on our site. Peter Fonda is a tool. And the next
Yes.
one, he hadn't been relevant since Easy Rider.
I don't even know.
That's a long time ago.
I don't even know who he is except for his relationship with
No, you wouldn't.
Jane Fonda.
Uh,
He
His
sort of looked
sister.
like his dad, kind of.
Okay, I got
Yeah.
to mention something here. I have a couple of friends. They're both attorneys, and I don't need to tell anybody who they are or whatever because it doesn't matter. I have a friend that's pretty far left that's an attorney. We absolutely love each other. We're very close friends, and I have a guy that's pretty far right. So I kind of in the middle, and we love each other there too. I don't give a rat's ass. One person can't change the world's politics. Calm down. You can't treat people like dirt because of what they believe in politically. You know what I mean? Calm down. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I wish it were that simple. Like, let's be honest.
Well, you
'Cause,
want
I mean,
me to
we
make them?
we can go in circles about this. And
No,
it won't
not going any circles.
change.
Want me to come out there? I'll change it.
We're gonna run for office.
No. I'll just go, hey, come here a second. I'm sick to death of it. I am sick to death of people's extreme politics. I like Democrats. I like Republicans. I don't like far left or far right. You people are crazy. Don't you think?
I just don't like politics.
Well, I agree. I'm right there with you.
I don't
I'm
like
right
it.
there with
I like entertainment though.
I do too, but what do you
I think
do?
there should be a new part of a contract. If you become an actor, you're not allowed to tweet anything ever again.
Well, can we do that for politicians too? I don't want to see them
Yes.
tweeting
Literally
either.
think that, yeah, if you're a member of Congress, you shouldn't have a public Twitter account where you can just like put out your bad opinions, because it's not secure. Like, it's bad for national security, and it looks bad on the nation when you have extremely high-ranking people saying stupid stuff on the internet.
Well, especially when they retweet stories that within 2 or 3 days become debunked.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, at least have the patience to find out if what you're retweeting is
Yep.
true before, especially as an official.
And
'Cause this is just
understand.
campaigning, this free campaigning, I'm guessing.
Well, and understand that all these politicians, the savvy ones, have now hired very young social media teams.
Yes,
You've got
right.
Gen Z working for you, and they're coming up with memes and things that are funny. And you're like, oh, like Gavin Newsom's so funny. Or, hey, like even Donald Trump. Donald Trump isn't directly posting himself. There's other
No,
people writing for him,
right,
and they're
right.
writing in his like all caps. And when he, there's certain things that happen. You've got to realize that there's a team of people like creating these situations, and people buy into it. Like, oh, look at what a burn for this person, and I can't. You know what? It's Gen Z behind the scenes, like crafting storylines too.
Yep.
It's its own version of what's happening in entertainment. Like, we create storylines in entertainment. It's happening in politics, and I'll tell you, it's reaching the corporate sector now. Gap just hired their first entertainment director, so we're going to be seeing the merge of commerce and entertainment with all of this, and they won't be. They're the first. They won't be the last.
All right. I know you only got a couple more minutes, but I want to run this by Catherine and you and Andy, because I go for walks every morning. I have now for a couple of years now. Catherine, is that about right?
I think so.
Something like that. Go for a walk every morning. And I have noticed in Minnesota and here, both places, when you walk, somebody's walking toward you, you're walking toward them. Hey, good morning. Everybody's got a dog now. I don't walk the dog in the morning. I wait till Nana gets up and then we walk the dog. But I have noticed, and I brought this up to Catherine a few weeks ago, that people, I would guess 30, maybe even 35 and under, will not even make eye contact with you when they come walking at you. That's not a good idea. You're putting yourself in a really bad position. You want to look somebody straight in the eye and let them know that everything is cool, right? Why would you avert your eyes when someone just wish you good morning? Why would you do that?
Maybe it's COVID kids.
It's COVID kids.
I don't know.
They got their Apple Vision Pro on, so they're all too busy watching a movie.
Well, I
No?
read a story the other day that this guy was talking about that kids coming out of high school and going into college, that they are way behind the education curve than people 35 plus were.
Mhm.
And they're saying it's because of screens, that they're not retaining
Yep.
what they're reading, and because you can't, you can highlight it with your mouse or all that kind of stuff, but there's something about the physical highlighting and underlining and referring back to a page in a book that on a computer, it just, I feel like when I read through a document, I like to have a hard copy. If it's important, if it's a legal document or whatever, it's a lot easier to absorb it. And I thought that was just probably my age, because that's how I grew up learning. But apparently these kids are coming into college and they're really behind in reading and math and science, and that some school districts aren't even teaching science.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, that's why when we talk about second screening a lot, people can't even pay attention to even one movie. You're second screening with your phone at the same time. So you're looking at two things at once, which means you have the attention span of like a flea at this point. So,
right. I mean, what are we going to do? I mean, if these people are coming into, even Harvard is offering remedial reading,
I know.
remedial math.
has Minnesota and Florida banned phones in schools because we have in California, and the teachers have already said we are noticing a huge difference in the capabilities of learning in the classroom because you can't have the phones in the classrooms anymore.
Let's see, 29 states have banned or limited cell phones in classrooms.
Good idea. Why did they ever let
one.
it? Why did they ever say, yeah, bring your phone in?
Minnesota is not one, but Florida is one. So Florida's got them banned during instruction time, but Minnesota, do what you want, apparently. Unless it's... Oh, in Minnesota, it's district to district. So the state didn't make the decision, but the districts are allowed to make the decision. So I guess it depends on what district you are.
There is a big movement among Gen Z and also even Gen Alpha in terms of kind of going analog. That's why I've been saying like malls are kind of making a weird comeback. Like kids are actually looking to do something different. So maybe we'll start to move the needle on all of this a little bit. Touch grass, go outside. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, we went to the mall the other day. Melissa had like swap out some Christmas present she got. And there were tons of like teenagers, early 20s there. Like tons.
They're going back to the malls.
It was weird. There was two demographics there. It was like women 65 and older, and then kids like 15 to 25.
Yeah.
Nothing in between.
Food court's packed with teenagers.
Oh,
again,
yeah.
which is amazing. Yeah. I love that. Like go and hang out at the food court.
Well, especially during the winter, you would think that in Minnesota, where else are they going to go? Where they can spend a few hours.
Yeah. If they're not going to pay attention to a movie, you might as well go to the mall and hang out in one place.
All right, we got to do something because we don't want to get Kristen fired from her other job.
I've got to go and do a hit for ABC Philadelphia.
Oh, pardon me, big shot.
So fancy.
So fancy, exactly.
So fancy. Yeah, well, I'm here and they're there, so it's going to be over Zoom, so it's not that fancy.
Well, that's fancy for me. It's just great having you on. That's all I have to say.
Always happy to be with you guys in the morning.
All right, my dear. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Kristen Bird Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC equal housing lender. We shall take a break. Be right back in a couple of minutes. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Allie?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands-free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Let me tell you about my bank. That'd be North American Banking Company. When it comes to banking, it's all about trust, and that's what you get with them. They've been around since 1998. They've always made it clear they're here to give you a better banking experience with a focus on the local community, and you won't be dealing with some AI chatbot. You'll get straight answers and quick decisions from real people that know you and your situation and are always ready to help. So if you're tired of the big national banks, want something better, stop by and see my friends at North American Banking Company. Visit nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We're rocking out, man. That's all I know is we're rocking out.
We're rocking out.
Michael Bryant will not be with us today because he's in court in Boston. He's been in
Oh, I
Boston.
thought he was in Atlanta.
Oh, I thought it was Boston.
I don't know where he is.
Yeah,
he's always somewhere.
He's jetting all over.
Well, he's a big shot,
I feel like it was Boston, right? That was his big thing. He was or somewhere on the East Coast desk.
It was.
Joe is excited that Broughton has joined us.
Broughton.
Brittany says back to back. So there you go. No question about it. Well, we're just talking about the state of the world right now and how nuts everybody is, and it's getting worse by the minute.
It's insanity. It's a lot. It's a lot. Holy buckets. It's a lot.
Why do both sides have to just be so horrible to one another? I don't get it.
I don't get it. And like the thing is, it's just like, I mean, it's rocking my neighborhood. That's for sure. There's a lot happening. Yeah. And it's like, it blows your mind when these agencies aren't even working together, and you're like,
I know.
is that, and then,
Yep,
then you're like,
yep.
okay, like, because I have a lot of respect for the Minneapolis police, and so when they say something, I'm like, what? Just great. I don't know. I don't even know if we want to talk about it. It's just so much.
Well, I feel very tense this morning because, you look at and read some stuff. And it's like, why are you so hateful? It's like, God, I wouldn't want to go through my life. Catherine, you think I hate anybody? Is there anybody I hate?
I can think of 4 people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to play dumb. I'm going to be honest. As somebody
Thank you.
who
Thank you
can
very
get
much.
exiled, I will say I've no idea.
That's exile proof.
It's unfortunate, but that's why we have people like Kristen Burt and Brittany and Michael Bryan can't make it in today because he's a big shot in court.
Right.
Oh, did anybody get the story coming out of, was it Sartell, that there was a missing child? There was an
that was
but then they found
awful.
her. I mean, what? I didn't.
I don't know.
I saw it and I reposted it because it's like every time there's a kid missing, I always repost it. But by the time I scrolled down about 8 stories, I found that she was already found. So
Yeah.
she wasn't missing for a long time, but she didn't come home from school or something.
God, I was doing homework late at night and I got that alert and I was like,
Oh, you mean the Amber Alert last night?
Yes.
Yeah, we got that. It was like 3:00 in the morning or something. And it was like, what the hell?
Yeah, she never came home from school.
How old?
There was a kid from Zimmerman I saw last
Zimmerman.
night.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I was just I was hoping it wasn't 2 people.
That area.
Yeah, I know. It was like all of a sudden, and I think they were found. I don't know. Last night I was just like, oh God. And I just know how freezing it is. And you're just having that terrified feeling.
Yeah.
How old is the kid?
I think she was 8.
Oh,
Maybe.
Jesus.
I don't know. I'm sure somebody's got to have it on the news, I would guess.
I would hope that's probably true. And again, it's a personal deal, 100%. Because when I was a young boy growing up, not once but twice, a little 4 or 5-year-old kid got kidnapped in my neighborhood. It was a couple of years apart, but you don't even know how that feels to actually know the parents of someone whose kid they're never going to see again. I mean, why do people want to be like that? To harm others like that? I don't understand. I don't get it.
I'm purposely doing this, but
7-year-old, she was 7.
My grandma is turning 100 this weekend.
Wow.
And I'm switching topics because this is making me very sad. So
you brought it up, you pill.
I definitely
Big
did not bring it up.
I think.
So your grandma, how is it possible your grandmother's only 2 years older than you?
People forget that I'm a teen mom. They forget all the time.
Yeah, they do.
That I'm
all
a
the
struggling
time.
teen mom.
You'll be done with
All
high
the
school
time.
one day, and then your life will turn right around.
I know, right? I can't wait. I can't wait to graduate high school.
That GED.
It's going to be great. Yeah, the GED. Oh, that was
It is true.
very good and very mean.
And I got to run this by all 3 of you because I just sitting around watching stuff on television and all that. And I like to watch the, what's the name of that game show again, Catherine? It's, what the hell's the name of it that I watch? I watch the highlights of it. I don't watch the whole episode. It's, if the note is on the board.
Family Feud?
No, not Family Feud. It's that large black man. He's bald.
It's Family Feud.
It's not Family Feud.
Okay.
Is it?
They said if 100 people were surveyed and 4 people said
it's called the Family Feud.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, because I didn't even know that. I thought it had a better name than that. It's a terrible name.
I mean, it's gone long, so I don't
It
know.
has.
It's doing really well. It's still the #1 game show on television, I
Is
believe.
it still on?
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
It
my
is
God.
naughty.
Wow.
Oh my God. It is super naughty. It's one of those
Yeah.
things you think
Yes.
it's going to be. Yeah. Like it's always like in her mouth. And you're like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah, I know.
No, it's like, what?
I know.
what am I
He's-
watching?
He's pretty good. The host. What's the host name?
Steve
Harvey?
Harvey.
Steve
Oh,
Harvey,
Steve
yeah.
Harvey.
If
Yeah,
it's
he
still
does-
him.
He's
They've
very
changed.
large black man, shaved head.
Yeah, I think it's still Steve
That's
Harvey.
Steve
then.
Harvey.
Is it?
It's a great show.
Oh,
So
those
let's-
game host gigs are fantastic. If I wanted to come back as an entertainer, I would definitely want to
They
gig
film
on
like
a game.
30
'Cause
in
you
a
could-
day.
You could do it for 30 years. You filmed them all in like not very long, and you're off the rest of the time. You get paid millions.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
and it's not controversial. No one's hating your guts because you're on a game show.
And
No, that's
syndicated, that you just constantly get that
Yep.
money because it's
Yep.
gonna play, it's evergreen. Literally,
Yep.
like I bet you Steve Harvey rolls into like Hollywood studio for like 3 weeks,
Yep.
films a whole year of it,
Yep.
and rolls out.
Yeah.
You know what I love
That's
about that
great.
show so much is that, he asks the questions and they respond and blah, blah, blah. I love it when he reads the question and they respond to it and he goes, "Oh, that's too bad. I wanted you to win." Basically tell him you're an idiot is
I
what
know.
he said.
I think I was cooking last night, and you were watching one of those, and I was like, "Man, that guy is dumb."
Although
Some of them really are.
I mean, so dumb.
So
Yeah.
dumb, and they like have to. It's like a law that you, if you're on that team and your person says something dumb, you all have to cheer and go, "Good answer, good answer."
Yep.
You guys
Yeah,
are
there
on
you
my
go.
Family Feud, and I'm like, they're like things you put in the garage, and I was like, your house key. You guys have to go.
Yeah, it's great. Good call.
You know, Tom would just be like, "What is wrong with you, idiot?"
I wonder if that's ever actually happened on the show. Someone's like, "No, are you kidding me? What's wrong with you?"
You are the dumbest person.
Yeah, I
I've
think one of the
ever-
questions was, what's the worst thing you could forget on your wedding day? And this guy says, your anniversary.
Yeah, your anniversary on your wedding day.
Literally the most wrong answer I think you could give.
Like that
Touchdown.
brain should get studied. What is that even?
The greatest. He did. That's what he said. Your anniversary
Yeah.
on their wedding day.
Yeah.
What?
I do have empathy when it's like, okay, the 4th, the 5th, like top picks got picked, and you're like grabbing at the bottom of the, but say something. I don't know. Your dog. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like your kid. I don't know.
Breakfast. You could say literally anything but anniversary, and it would be more
I know,
valid.
it just was
Yep.
so dumb. And that guy, I think, got 0 points on every single
He did.
answer.
That's a shame.
Yep.
That's
And
impressive.
I was like, wow, 0.
Your anniversary.
Maybe
Oh,
you're just like
okay.
under such pressure that you just can't think straight or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be a little stage fright going on.
Mhm.
Your brain
is crazy.
short-circuiting.
It is crazy. And like, I'm sure, well, you guys have all experienced this because you're all on air, but Tom, you've seen this too. Like, you'll be literally having a great conversation with somebody about to go on air, and then the mic turns on, and all of a sudden you're like, what happened to you?
Yeah.
Your brain. You're
Yep.
like, melted.
Mhm.
That's very true.
Yeah, stage fright is real. So
Yeah.
It is. There's no question.
But-
There was one of the highlights this morning was a woman answering all the questions, and she got 198 points. And the
Exactly.
person, you got 200 to win.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So she
Okay.
had 2 points from the other person. That's all she needed.
Oh,
And of course, their first answer got 0.
oh.
So Steve Harvey's looking like, you can't possibly fail at this. She got 198 and you can't get 2.
Yeah.
then-
Sir,
second
you
one.
can get 2 points, sir.
I feel like even your anniversary has to have 2 points. Like there was 2
Nope.
other people walking in
0
that
people said
day.
anniversary.
That's it. That's exactly it. No question about it. I want to take a quick break here. Be right back. Brittany is in studio at her studio. So that's good.
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
I'm believing anyway. All right.
Totally.
We'll be right back. For Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong. But suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant. It's winter, and that means layers. Why not rep your favorite show? That's us, of course. By making one of those layers a Tom Barnard Podcast sweatshirt, make yourself a nice warm beverage in your Tom Barnard Podcast mug, and then bring the rest on the go into your Tom Barnard Podcast tumbler. When you get home, rest your head on a Tom Barnard Podcast pillow. I have to say my own name a lot in this. And dream Tom Barnard Podcast dreams. Just visit TomBarnardPodcast.com and click merch to make this lifestyle a reality. We are back.
We are back.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I got to be honest with you. I don't watch the entire show. I watch the clips at the end when they're all the people on Family Feud are guessing this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
I find it entertaining. I think Steve Harvey does a hell of a job on that show. It's very, very entertaining, but it's just, I don't know. It's interesting to watch because you can learn things too, by the way.
Did he start off as a comedian?
I think
so.
I feel like he's been around forever.
Yeah, he has been around.
Thing before Family Feud, definitely. He had the Steve Harvey morning show.
Oh, okay.
That
He
I
does
don't
does a thing. Oh yeah, he was a stand-up comedian at first, Showtime at the Apollo, and then he had the Steve Harvey show on the WB.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And then other things.
Other things.
All right, here we go. Waiting for Brittany to weigh in on the Amanda and Kyle breakup. Summer House is going to be lit. What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
This is a realm that I'm very thankful that I am the only one in. This is Bravo. This is Bravo, effing Bravo.
Okay. All right.
So there was this couple that met on season 1 of Summer House. Summer House is this shared house that they rent in the Hamptons. These like New York people, and it's a reality show. And this couple they never should have gotten married. They met the first season of Summer House. He cheated. He did all these things. He's a hot mess. He's like 42 or 43 now and still has like a shared house with people. So you're like, grow up a little. He got into DJing this last year. And the point is like they should have never gotten married. They got married. She's been dealing with him the whole time. You can just tell so over it. And they finally announced that they got divorced. Now, the real question is when Summer House comes back for filming this next summer, who's going to be in the shared house, Kyle or Amanda? Because they like their whole careers are banking on this reality show because they have other businesses that rely on the like being seen on this reality show. So
where's my coffee?
It's plastic. This is from home.
It's the Starbucks on it though.
Yeah, you just got it. You can come over. I'd love if you were here.
It's a long haul. That's all I know. You should come down here. That's what you should do.
Super fun. I think me and Gogo are going to Williston, North Dakota tonight.
Williston.
Oh, it might even be worse than 45 below up there.
Yeah, for real.
It might even be 55 below.
I am paying so much money because it's a tiny flight. Hotels are still super expensive there because of just people like housing in Williston and oil. I am paying so much money to spend worse weather and to go hang out with my grandma, and all my cousins are going to celebrate her 100th birthday.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah.
Plus, I got to be honest with you. I like Williston. When I lived in Fargo and Grand Forks 50 years ago or whatever that was, 55 years ago, I used to love to go to Williston. It's a great town.
Really? I mean, I was born in Williston,
Mm-hmm.
and I have obviously a really big emotional attachment.
Sure.
But I never heard anybody say they enjoyed going to Williston.
No, I was like, well, I'll give you, let's say I'm going to do a test, see if you know what this is all about. I was born in a place called Long Prairie, which right next to it is another town called Browerville. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I was born there. And there was a very famous person born there as well, more than a few years after me, several years after me. Where our initials are both TB, Tom Barnard, and
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. That's exactly right. Tom Brady was born in Browerville, Minnesota. And I would see him once in a while when I go up there years and years and years ago. He would come to town and, hang out with his family and all the rest of it. It's just, how life should be. I guess all TBs are famous.
All TBs are famous, especially tuberculosis.
Tuberculosis is doing very, very well. No question.
So I looked it up. Tomorrow or Saturday night in Williston. Are you going to be there Saturday night?
Yep, I will be there until Sunday afternoon.
Real temperature, -27.
Oh God! Look at the look.
Bring a jacket.
That's chilly.
Maybe get some of
chilly.
those heated gloves you can plug in.
I don't
But-
even know. All you do is like what? I don't know. I have a 3-year-old, so it's like all we're gonna do is I'm gonna literally park every car within an inch of the door, which it is Williston, so I can do
Yeah.
that. Like laws
Right.
are
Yeah.
kind of up in the air.
Yeah.
You ready
Um,
for this one very
yeah.
quickly? TFFI-SC says, my buddy Joe's from Williston. And even before the oil boom, he said the place was horrible.
Oh.
Poor Williston.
Oh,
Poor
poor
Williston.
Williston.
Let me tell you. Okay, so like I will say this. Like my grandpa and grandma, they moved there. My grandpa, the hospital was named after him. They have the
Really?
school named after him. Yeah, Edward Hagen.
Wow.
So it's like I said, you can walk around and you go, wow, you feel good. But like 10 steps in, you're halfway through the city. So it's like
Yeah,
but
that big.
it'll be fun. You know who will be there is Katie Ledecky. She's gonna be there.
Oh, I
Oh.
like Katie Ledecky.
Me too.
Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice.
My
What?
Gogo calls her Katie Ledecky. which
Ledecky, of course.
I think actually like works well. Katie did during the Olympics, Katie did a video with Cookie Monster and Elmo. And that was enough for Gogo to go, I can't wait to meet her. She couldn't care less about, the gold medals and all the
Yeah.
records. But the fact that she knows somebody who
Mhm.
met Cookie Monster.
Oh yeah, I told the story last week. I don't remember. I think it might have been on Friday or Monday. But Christmas Eve, we had Melissa's extended family over to her mom's house so we could all, do Christmas Eve stuff.
Mhm.
And one of the people there was her cousin. And at first, Ethan was like very cagey and weird about him because, Ethan's 4 years old. It's a new person.
Yeah.
Very standard behavior. And then the cousin showed Ethan a picture where he went to that new Epic Universe thing, the Mario World,
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
and he showed a picture of him with Mario and Luigi. And then Ethan thought that was pretty cool, and then he left and did his own thing. And then about 15 minutes later, he comes back and he says, "I love Mitch." Because he met Mario and Luigi.
Oh, I know what I'm buying
Love it.
and wearing
Right?
around Ethan is a Luigi.
Yeah, a Luigi.
Sure.
It's
That's
so
what it
funny what kids grab onto because we had this he's a really nice guy. He's been at our house twice. It was a locksmith because remember my door handle fell off, which is super adorable. So Mike Utter, this very much so I think he's 60 or 70-esque man, comes in, fix our door handle. To this day, she talks about Mike. Met him for 3 seconds.
Right.
She'll be like,
Yep.
"Me and Mike are hard workers, Mom." I was like,
Kid,
"Why
yeah,
are
he
you?
does it all the
I
time.
barely talk to you. Why is he stuck in your head?
Because something new.
Something
Yeah.
new." And then
And
the-
it fixed
yeah.
something that was upsetting mommy.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
God, remember for a long time, Sage, all he would ever say to Dad is call Mike Bryant.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
He did all the time.
All the time.
Call Mike Bryant. I'm
And then he'd
What?
laugh like a hyena. He thought that was hilarious.
You better have gotten some money from Mike for that. That's good endorsement.
It probably should. You're absolutely right. There's no question about
Kids
that.
are like that.
I saw a story this morning because you're drinking. This reminded me of this. You know the soda Poppy?
Sound.
Everybody loves Poppy, right?
Yeah.
He's good.
Tom bought a bunch of it.
Love
Yep.
I
Poppy.
saw a story that I did not know this. It started on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
And they got I think one of the sharks got part of the company for $250,000, got 25%.
That's insane.
Wow.
It's sold to Pepsi for over $1 billion.
The girl
Yep.
who
Over
started
a
it, yeah.
billion.
The girl who
Yum.
started it, Catherine, I read a whole thing on her and it was just so simplistic. She was like, I just wanted to know what was in my drink. So I
Mhm.
made this for my household and then I made it for my neighborhood. And talk about going huge. It's crazy.
Wasn't it? It was a married couple, right? That
Oh yeah. For some reason I
got
was
into
focused in-
Shark Tank anyway.
Maybe it was, but I was listening. Well, I think she was the initiator of it. So maybe I was just reading her bio.
Oh, I
No,
just,
Shark Tank is the ultimate proof that once you have enough money, you can generate infinite amounts of it. Because 25% of a company for $250,000. $250,000 is a lot of money, but 25% of a company, I mean, all the company would have to be worth is $1 million, and you've already got your money's worth back.
Yeah.
Right.
Even if you sell it for pieces, tear it
Yeah,
apart,
exactly.
whatever. Yeah.
And they were sued at one point because they said that it had X amount of fiber in it or something. And somebody, of course, tested it and it didn't have as much fiber. So they had to pay out $8-9 million. But when you got $1 billion.
Yeah. Well, it's like if you're drinking a fluid and expecting fiber out of it, I think something might be wrong with like what you think fiber is to begin with.
Well, if you look at like Metamucil, if you stir that around in the thing, it just disappears. It doesn't taste.
Yeah, but it's gritty. You know that there's something in that. I don't know. It is when I make it.
I also go, if this is the only place you're getting your fiber, like let's take a beat. Like
from my soda.
If you're looking at this bright colored pop and you're going, this is going to be all my nutrients today. Let's take a beat. Let's just.
I know, but can you imagine?
No question. So are you working today at all?
I am. So I will, after this, I will run over to My Talk, do the show, and then run home. And my sister's going to bring Gogo to the airport. We're all going to meet at the airport and fly out. We'll get in around like 10:30 at night, which is pretty late for Gogo, but she's going to be living her best life because all of her cousins will be there.
Are you staying at a place with a pool, I hope?
Yep. We're not leaving. We're not leaving that apartment. We're not leaving that hotel.
No.
And then we just got told in an email that the family photo will be taken inside, to which I said, yes.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Yes, it will be.
Good move. It's only 50 below or whatever it is. It all works out in the end.
I'm waiting for videos of the exploding trees. That's the new thing that's going around on the internet, that it's so cold the trees are going to explode.
How really?
I don't think I've heard of that before.
Shrink down.
Either.
I reposted something and people were like, I've heard of them popping and cracking, but exploding, no.
Yeah.
They're just like suicidal.
Well, I mean, when it gets colder, trees do contract. It gets hot, they expand. So they do contract. So I suppose if they contract enough, they might pop a little bark off or something.
Well, the water inside would expand because water expands when it freezes.
When it freezes,
And the trees are rigid, so if there's not enough room for the ice to go anywhere, I suppose there would just be catastrophic bark collapse. I don't know.
I don't know.
That moment in weather like this where you'll just see like a bunny, for example, and go, I'm so sad for that bunny. You know what I mean?
I was just thinking that this morning. I saw this squirrel hopping around in our backyard. It looked happy. It was just hopping around being a squirrel. But I was like, if I was that squirrel right now, I would just be miserable. I'd come inside that human's house and hope for the best.
I know. I'd be like, I'm just going to be in the basement. I won't cause any trouble. Yep. Can I have like an iPad to watch something? Like I honestly, I look at like any animal outside and go, I don't understand how you're sleeping. Like how?
I don't know.
No, it's all true. So do you have to you have to be off by 12:30 or 11:30, excuse me?
I can be off whenever. I bop into work after this, so it's maybe I'll run a brush the old hair. I was running downstairs, but
I've told the story when Alex was born. It was, I think, 22 below real temperature.
It was, yeah.
In February 2nd. And I remember being terrified to bring the baby out into the car. I'm like, isn't it just going to freeze solid?
I know. Oh my God. And like, oh my God. And Catherine, it's gotten worse too, because there's so many laws and rules about kids wearing coats. So
you can't wear a coat in the car seat, like a puffy coat.
You can't wear a coat in a car seat at all. So people like shame me because I grab Margot and I run her in places. And they'll be like, well, you need to put a coat on her. I'm like, so when I stand her up in the car and try to put a coat on her, that's her exposed. I can't do that. So a lot of times I just literally, I won't even wear a coat too. So at least I can like feel what she's feeling. And I literally just cover her and run places with her. Like it's like some sort of weird football. Cause like, what else do you do?
Grab a great big blanket, I guess, and throw it.
Yeah, we have a blanket for the car for Ethan. And sometimes we'll bring his coat, but we won't put it on him. We'll just put it over him and then like wrap it around him when we take him out of the car.
So when did this coat thing become a law?
I feel like it's pretty new.
So the concept is like you don't want any you want the seatbelts to sit flatly on the kids. So if there's an accident, there's not that compression where you can get the bruising and all the really bad stuff if there's too much space between there. So it's like one of those things where I'll have like people who I don't know, like aren't in the middle of the raising their kids at that moment. They'll see me with her putting her in the car without a coat, and I'm like, "This is what I have to do. Don't talk to me."
Yeah, Alex had some little, fleece pullovers that I guess
Totally.
those are okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, that
Yeah,
is
the little
not
fleece
adequate.
pullovers are okay,
45.
and that's why we have fleece pullovers for both of the kids, because you're allowed to wear those in a car seat.
Yeah.
Oh.
I guess so. All right. Well, so you got a long drive ahead of you, huh?
No, we're flying. We're flying.
Oh, you
We're
are
flying
flying.
after the show. Yeah, we're like.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty chill. I mean, again, like, and Andy knows this feeling is like, we'll just see how Go-Go is. I think the excitement will keep her, but normally she goes to bed around 8 and we're going to land at 10:30. And,
Ooh.
Yeah.
word on the street is it's chilly there too. When
Oh,
we
what is
land
it? An
tonight.
hour and a half flight? Hour?
It's not bad at all. Yeah. And then like
Yeah.
literally Finn and Ike will be there. My sister, my brother, like all of Go-Go's favorite people are all going to like be on the plane. So she'll be fine. But I have that little bit of like, okay, like let's see how this goes. I have all the things all packed up, but no, it'll be an easy flight for sure tonight after my show. So
Sharon L says that's really a law? Question mark. Is it actually a law?
I think I missaid it. I don't think it's a law. It's like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that because kids can get really hurt in their car seats.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, Children's Minnesota Academy of Pediatrics and so forth say you shouldn't, but I don't think it's actually a law.
No.
Okay.
I mean, like, there's a lot of things where you go, you shouldn't do that, and it's probably not a law, but like, there's been enough science behind it.
That's true.
It's all true. All right, we'll have a safe trip. You got to come back next Thursday because I think Michael Bryant probably back. Oh no, although that court case might go on for a while.
I
Yeah,
think
we find his phone.
I think he said, yeah, he has an iPhone now. He
does.
switched.
He found it.
Yep.
Oh.
I think he said he's going to be done next week, maybe like Wednesday-ish.
Oh, is he?
I could also be making that up, so don't listen to me.
Well, let me say this, and I'm very, very serious about this. This is one of the reasons that I think the world of Michael Bryant. I love the guy. He's a great guy, great friend, all the rest of it. And again, throwing aside, politically, he and I are separated in some ways. I don't really care about politics anymore, but he's an attorney, so I suppose he's got to do that kind of deal. But he was beside himself, and he was, oh God, I got to get a hold of you, Tom. Please return my phone call. It's really important that you call me back. I call him back. You know what was so important? He had lost Andy, Alex's, and Catherine's phone numbers.
Aww.
He was in a panic about it. It was phenomenal that he cared about my family that much that he'd panic about it. That's why I love the guy.
I don't
the funny
think
thing is, these days everything syncs to some sort of cloud, iCloud or the Google Cloud or whatever.
Yeah.
And he got this new phone, and everyone was like, "Oh, just log into your Google account and it'll sync your contacts." And he's like, "I would if I knew my Google password." So if you don't have that password, all that syncing is completely worthless.
Yeah, and your password manager on your phone is useless if you don't have your
Yep.
phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
I agree with you, Tom. I don't think I've met anybody who cares more than Michael Bryant, period. Like,
I
I've
agree.
never met it. Like, if I even tell him, like, I've had him help me with little things here and there legally. And if I even give him a hint of like, hey, how would I sign this? Or how would I, whatever. Next thing I know, he's like, okay, when do you have time for a call? Do you want to meet for coffee? I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't even care this much about me. Like, stop.
Well, that's a nice touch. No
There
question.
you go.
No, that's the. Do you think I don't know if we've ever been there, but can we get back to a situation where all that political bullshit goes away and we just take people for who they are?
No,
Because-
rage bait just is too profitable.
Yeah, it
It
is
gets
too
people
profitable.
too much attention. People love all the attention for rage baiting.
It's crazy because like I have opinions and like I've posted things on my own personal page about it. And I've
Yeah.
had people go on my page and go, and tag my talk and go, I hope good luck getting, not getting fired. And I'm like, what? Why are
Oh,
you trying to
God.
fire me because I have an opinion that's not
I know.
different than yours? Like
Yep.
you also
I mean-
follow me on social media. Like unfollow me if I'm driving you nuts. Like please.
Makes no sense to me whatsoever. But I just whatever. You got to go.
All right. I love you guys.
Love you too, sister.
Have a good trip.
Bye. Thanks.
Say happy
Bundle up.
birthday to your grandma.
Yep, I'm sure we'll all stay warm and yeah, 100's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is impressive.
Hopefully there's a
Yep.
sauna. You can
Totally.
just sit in that.
Yep, perfect. All right, bye guys.
Talk to you Thursday.
Bye.
Thanks, bye. We'll take a break. Be right back in a couple of minutes and wrap things up right after this. I'm talking with my friends Michael Bilski and Brad Huckle of North American Banking Company. Guys, business owners have had to deal with a lot over the last few years, haven't they?
They sure have, Tommy. We pride ourselves on being able to help our customers with the challenges they face.
Our business bankers are experts and are always ready to help our customers capitalize on opportunities and solve problems.
Loan decisions come quickly because they're made here in the Twin Cities and not shipped out of state like at some of the national banks in town.
This allows our customers to expand their businesses with confidence, knowing that they have our team of experts in their corner.
Okay, so now you give me this big thing at the end. Way to go.
Well, you are the professional.
Oh, I forgot.
Look, I know Brad and Mike, and I trust them with my banking. They've personally delivered on everything they've just said, so why not bank with my banker? North American Banking Company, a better banking experience, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Ooh, yeah, there you go, baby. We want our listeners to support local businesses. You know that. And the best way they can do that is by hearing about them first. If you're looking to spread the word about your business, we'll work with you to get you what you need. Whether you're looking for one spot a week or multiple a day, you can even schedule in-studio interviews for that personal touch. If you're interested or simply want to ask some more questions, go to TomBernardPodcast.com and click Advertise with Us up top. Well,
I read another story that's interesting. You want to hear about it?
sure.
Okay, so Tesla's got, what's it called? FSD, FDS.
What?
Yeah, feminine deodorant spray. Yes, that's what it is.
What's it
Tesla
called?
has what?
Where it's self-driving. What's that called? It's called something.
Oh,
I don't know.
Anyway,
uh,
apparently there's this insurance company called Lemonade that if you use your self-driving on your car, you can actually get reduced insurance rates because it's so much safer than
Oh.
regular people driving.
Yeah, FDS. No,
FDS.
that's feminine deodorant spray again.
FSD, I think it is.
When I hear FDS, I think Famicom Disk System.
Okay.
Tesla
you go.
FSD. Let's,
I
is
don't
this
know what
real? Yes,
FDS is.
FSD, full self-driving.
FSD,
Oh,
full
full self-driving.
self-driving.
That makes
Yep.
sense.
Yeah, because I was reading or I was watching this video. I reposted that on my X account about this guy that brought his 90-year-old grandmother in to his Tesla, and she sat behind the wheel while it drove her to the post office.
Right.
Yeah.
And she was just like, "Oh, I'm so glad I lived long enough to see this happening.
Oh,
It's
God.
so insane." I just remember, we were talking about our, because of our friend's dad dying. That my dad
Right.
had macular degeneration, and he became
Yep.
very, very upset when he couldn't drive anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And so did my mom, because you lose your freedom when you get
Yep.
that old. And I remember him saying, if I could buy a self-driving car tomorrow, I would go out and get it.
Oh God,
And-
remember when Ralph was a regular on the show?
Mhm.
And like every time he came in, he'd talk about self-driving cars and how they're
Yeah.
the future and how they're gonna
Yep.
they'll solve traffic accidents, drunk drivers, old drivers, and so forth. And I mean, it's to his credit, it seems like it might be coming true.
I think, well, all the statistics are there. There's something like 6 cameras on a Tesla. It can react, much faster than a human can.
Easily, yeah.
The guy that had his mom on the video said that he's driven across the country and never touched the wheel.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Margaret in
Yep.
the chat says LA Nick has a self-driving car, Tesla, I think. Yes, he has a
Yeah.
Tesla model,
Yeah,
whatever the
he
model
had-
is. And
Yeah, he had to come to the podcast studio in Minnesota.
Yep.
yeah, he says
Yeah, without
he
touching the wheel.
he was out in Dayton. He put the thing in. He said, "Go there," and the car brought him here. It parked on the street, and he didn't have to do one thing.
I guess it will
Amazing.
also find out where to go get a battery charger too. It knows where to go.
Really?
Yeah.
It'll just bring
Crazy
it
stuff.
itself to. It's interesting because we were at a little event the other night, and I was talking to this guy that bought I think it was a Genesis electric vehicle, and he was all. This was his first one, and he was having a hard time figuring out how to charge it because the charger that they brought it gave with the car didn't fit a supercharger, blah, blah, blah. I guess he tried to go to several Tesla superchargers, and many many of them have been vandalized.
Oh, what a shock.
So
Yeah,
they
I'm
don't
sure.
work.
Yep.
You believe that?
Yeah, I
No.
can. I mean, there's certain places where you can't have things with copper in them because junkies will steal the copper to sell so they can buy drugs.
Well, he said it was because of
It's
Elon
political.
Musk's.
Yeah, it's political.
Oh, that could be. Like, I know there's a
petty.
Target it's nearby. You know the big Target over on 394 and whatever it is, 100-ish?
Yeah.
Um,
St. Louis Park, right?
they ripped out all their EV chargers.
What?
They had
a ton of them.
a gigantic row of EV chargers. They're all gone. I don't know why.
I
I don't know
always
if it was
saw tons of
political
people.
or because of vandalism or what, but yeah, they're gone.
There were so many people charging their cars there all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every
Yep.
time I went to that,
Well, they vandalized it. I mean, that's
Probably.
unbelievable.
just
That's the
how
thing
it
is, like, we
now.
have a hybrid van and we use the battery whenever possible. And it's incredible how difficult it is to find a fast charger basically anywhere. The two I can think of, there's one by your old place in Wayzata
Mm-hmm.
in that parking ramp.
Mhm.
And then there's one at like the Goodwill in like Waconia or something.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's it for superchargers.
God, isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I don't know. No one's installing them. So the infrastructure just isn't getting there. And you'd think of all places, Minnesota, like super far left, everything's about the environment, global warming's going to kill us all.
Yeah.
Okay, install some chargers then. Incentivize people to buy electric cars by allowing them to charge at stores and that sort of thing.
But it's the wrong guy running it. That's the whole problem.
I know. It's so sad.
I just don't understand why you want to hate somebody so much. It just makes no sense. I wouldn't waste my life on hating anyone. There are some people I don't like, but I'd never hate them. Why would I want to waste all that energy?
I don't know if I would have an electric car in Minnesota again after
No,
we went up
no.
last year, and you've got that Ford Mach-E,
Mhm.
and it was
Yep.
really, really cold, and the battery drained so
It
fast
does.
Very
Yep.
that we were afraid that we weren't going to get back from where we went.
Yeah, the battery is probably like half as good in the winter when it gets and this cold. Like
Yeah.
if we were to take the van out tomorrow when it's minus 15 or whatever, I bet we could get 10 miles out of it tops.
Yeah, I bet that's true. And the other thing is with the slush and all that stuff, I mean, the sensors are going to be dirty all the time.
All right,
Yeah.
Catherine, read what it says as the last two posts. First one on top there.
There are over 14,000 streetlights all over Louisville that don't work because their copper wire has been stolen.
Yep.
Kentucky made it a felony here if you're caught with stolen copper wire.
Yeah, crews are putting up signs when they bury
Oh.
like fiber optic cable. They have to put up signs that says fiber optic cable does not contain copper because otherwise people will steal it and try to sell it as copper.
Oh, God.
Yep.
And then it takes too much energy to hate that much. Yeah, I agree with you.
Yep.
How can you be that hateful? It's just, oof.
It is pretty amazing how hateful everyone has got. But I will tell you this. It's a good way to close because I don't like all the hatred going on in the world. But I got to be honest with you. And it's not just because my family's on it and all the rest of it. I love this show because it's, totally separated from pretty much everything. We talk about good things. You guys always, you men and women show up and post things that we love to see. I just wanted to thank everybody for, at this point in my career, giving me this happy hour and 15 minutes every day. It's pretty much got the no asshole rule, which I like, right?
Close, I'd say.
Well, I'd say pretty close. So thank you. And well, I'm going to do this till I drop dead. So what the hell? Stick with me.
I was actually talking with Melissa the other day. There have been 2 episodes in our history that we did not release because they were unsuitable for airing.
Like what?
Well, I remember one in the very, very early days. I'm not sure we were even live yet.
Mm-hmm.
There was this one guy who came on, and don't ask me who it is. I don't remember. And he came on and he just kept ranting about how America is doomed because of the Muslim takeover.
Oh, yeah.
I really believe America is doomed. And as soon as the mics went off, we stopped recording. I turned to you and I said, "Can we release this?" And you said, "No."
No.
So that episode, that was probably the first couple months of the show, actually.
Yeah.
And that is gone forever. That audio I didn't even keep because, I don't know, just didn't seem like a good idea. And then a couple years ago, we had an interview with some like DEI lady, and she didn't know that we weren't going to be fully supportive of the cause.
Oh yeah, she was
After the
something
show,
else.
she called me, or her publicist emailed me, and was like, "Can you not release this episode because it wasn't what she expected?" And I was like, "Okay." So if you listened live to that episode, that's the only time you are ever going to hear it. So consider yourself blessed with that lovely content.
Let me close with this, and then we'll say goodbye. Tommy Bryce O'Brien. Tom Bryce O'Brien just posted, "It's colder than a witch's tatas here." I have known Tommy O'Brien about my whole life because his older brother, Pat, was my brother-in-law, married to my sister, Bobby. But Tommy Bryce, I know you're listening, so I can embarrass you by saying I've always loved you, man. You're a wonderful guy.
Aww.
And I literally, by coincidence, was thinking about you yesterday and Andy Fisher and all the people I grew up with, the Laurent brothers and Greg Lundeen, and you keep going down the list. So, Tommy, to see your name pop up like that, it just makes my heart feel glad because I love you, pal. No doubt about it.
Well, Tommy, just wait till tomorrow because I don't know what's colder than a witch's tatas, but it will be that.
I suppose that is true. Yes, no question.
We had some couple questions on the chat. Andy Jacobson and Margaret. Well, it's Andy Jacobson says, "Can you release it on the dark web?" But the first episode I was talking about, that's gone. The audio doesn't exist anymore. The second one, I promised I wouldn't, so I'm not going to release it anywhere. So if it gets out there, then it's because someone heard it live and recorded it themselves.
$100,
which is possible. Someone out there might have recorded it. I don't know. As far as I know, I'm the only one who has access to that. But and then Margaret says that really hateful guy. Yeah, I've talked about it like maybe 2 times before in show history, I think.
Yeah,
but it still stands out to me 13, 14 years later.
I don't even know how we got him booked. Must have been a book, or maybe he wrote a book about that. I don't know.
I wonder if I could. There's no way I could even attempt to find out who that was because, like I said, it's unless it was on I could go back 14 years on our Google Calendar. It might be on there.
I know we were listening. And we're all like, "This guy's good."
It was a little over the top. It's like believe what you want. I'm not going to say that you're not allowed to believe that there's a Muslim takeover happening, but I don't know. At least be entertaining about it.
There you go. But again, audience, thank you so much. And then when I see somebody like Tommy Bryce O'Brien post, "I love you too, Tommy." You made me tear up, Tom. Way to go, you pill.
Uh-oh.
Tommy Bryce, his whole family, and I mean his mom. One of his sisters got married many, many, many years ago, and I went to St. Anne's, and I sat in the back row, and all of a sudden, Mr. O'Brien, Tommy's father, who was I loved his father and mother, wonderful people. So all of a sudden, they stop the wedding. Tommy's father, Mr. O'Brien, comes back, grabs my arm, pulls me out of the chair, and brings me up to the front row. He said, "You don't belong back there." How wonderful was that? He made sure that I knew that I was part of the family, and you will be part of the family, and you will honor that. It changed my life forever, knowing that somebody cared that much about me. It was wonderful. Do we have any more of that kind of stuff? Can that happen again?
Yes.
Well, we got a mayor of a city who cares about our show. That's pretty good.
Listen to South St. Paul,
Jimmy Francis for mayor.
Right Jimmy Francis for mayor.
Oh, what does everybody think about Michelle Tafoya running for Senate?
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone wants us to have her on the show. I don't even have her number anymore.
I have her number. I'll text her.
Okay.
Well, she's got to get over the fact she, for some reason, thought I was part of the reason that she got fired from KQ.
Why didn't she just call her?
I tried to call her. She never called me back. Oh. I did not have any. Matter of fact, Michelle, I got fired about 3 months later. So
that's true. Yeah, you did.
I mean, it showed you they hated us because we weren't ass kissing. And it's on both sides, whether Democrat or Republican. If you don't kiss their ass, they get all pissed off. Not all of them. I'm just talking about some of them. So blow it out your ass. We're trying to have fun on the show here. Shut up. But yeah, if Michelle wants to come on, I'd love to have her on. By the way, your husband, nice guy in the world. I didn't really know him.
She has a lot of support on social media.
Does she?
Let me tell you.
Well, maybe we should have her on. She's running for governor.
Yeah, she's already doing like commercials about how when she was a TV reporter for NFL that she saw what bad management can do to an organization.
Yeah.
All this stuff. It's like she's not being super lefty righty. She's just, I think she's doing a good job. I think she'd be actually pretty good.
No, I'd love to have her on because, like I said, I had no idea they were going to fire her. And she assumed that they came and talked to me about it. And I said, I guess you got to do what you. They didn't even tell me they were going to fire her. So, Michelle, if you're listening or somebody you know is listening, I had nothing to do with that. So stop it, damn it.
I don't believe that you would do that. I would believe that you would fire Brittany, though.
I can fire Brittany.
I'd fire everybody.
Don't you love Brittany? Let's talk about that for one more minute before we go. I love Brittany and have since I met her. She was, I think, 20 years old.
I think that's what she said. She said she wasn't legally allowed to drink yet, but she went to Vegas anyway.
She went to that's right.
That's how she knows how old she was when you met her.
Well, I don't think she ever drank when she was on KQ. She quit a long time ago, right?
That I don't know. I don't know what the deal is there. But why don't we close with this? Look at all the people we just talked about and how much we love them and admire what you people do for us. You show up, you listen to the show. I mean, at this point in my life, it's very, very cool that you do this, and I love having you. And we'll just keep building the show. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. That it?
Yeah, I think that ought to do it.
All right. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Well, wait a minute.
Oh, see, this is it. Yeah, Friday.
Well,
what about the 45 below?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll come if you want me to, but Alex is already like, well, the kids aren't going to school and it's going to be cold. And
well,
so,
if you can't come, you can't come. There's nothing we can do about it.
I'll come as long as my car will start.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely.
It may or may not.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So we'll let everyone know. If there's not going to be a show, I'll do another one of those little live streamy things. Quick little anecdote about that before we leave.
Okay.
On Monday, I did a live stream for 30 seconds. I literally I hit the stream from my house and I was like, hey, everybody, I'm just letting you know that if you're waiting for the stream to start, it's not gonna, and so forth. It's gotten 5,000 views on Facebook.
There you go. There you go.
Like, what is going on? Why is Facebook promoting this of all things that we put out?
Well, I don't know, but we're in a situation where, some changes are coming and all the rest of it because that kind of stuff works. Worked what, 5,000? You said 5,000 people. Yeah,
but it's literally just me saying there's not going to be a show today. It doesn't help us at all and half of the views it said were from people who are not following our Facebook page. So there's these people out there who are like, who is this guy and why do I care that he's not doing a show?
Something like that anyway. Andy is in solidarity with the shutdown tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, that's right.
City of Minneapolis is calling for everybody to not go to work, not buy anything, not do anything in protest of ICE.
What's going to happen anyway because no one's going to leave the house?
Yeah, that's probably true.
I do have a question about, I've got a lot of questions about this.
What?
Rage. Well,
I don't understand it either.
Well, ICE, so far, all of the people that, like Amy Klobuchar has been reposting about when they were arrested, that ICE arrested this person and that person, and this person was tear gassed and their baby was tear gassed, and it all turns out to be a lie.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the woman with the tear gassing story, she actually was I think she went to jail because she lured somebody in for a pot transaction, and the guy she was with shot the person and killed him.
God.
Yeah, so she was like an accessory to a murder, and that's the woman that's getting $200,000 in GoFundMe money.
Yeah.
I mean, you just can't even make this stuff up in Minneapolis. How psycho everybody is.
I know.
That they don't ever learn that part of the story. They just hear, somebody was damaged, so it's the worst thing in the whole wide world. I mean, how can you be against murderers, rapists, pedophiles, 50 DUIs, drug dealers, everything? How can you be against those people being taken off the streets?
I agree.
I don't understand it.
Because people are really really told from a very young age now that you should hate everyone and everything. That's what we're teaching in our school system in America
Well,
now.
there's a reason why Johnny can't read and why
Yeah.
they're literally saying that kids going into colleges cannot read a sentence.
Yeah. Oh, it's true.
They're so bad.
And look, this is on both sides, Democrat, Republican, centrist, whatever you are. Shut the hell up and stay away from our children and your bullshit politics.
Yeah.
You know, you want to act like a decent Democrat or Republican. I'm right there with you, shoulder to shoulder, man. But this teaching our children the hatred you're teaching them makes me want to vomit.
The Department of Education, the National Department of Education, needs to be disbanded.
I agree.
Because they spout off this kind of garbage all the time.
Unfortunately. All right, Andrew, that's going to do it. Some putz in Michigan got suspended from Ford for calling Trump a pedophile protector, and people donated over $800,000 in a fundraiser. Look, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but I've been suspended from Ford for. This is me talking now. If you want to send me $800,000, I would love to hear it. If
you guys want to fire me from the podcast and get me $1 million from GoFundMe, I'm not going to say no to that deal.
Holy Christ!
You could technically, I think right now you could apply for that family leave, and you could come down here, and do the show.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
You could get I don't know how much money it is. It's like 12 weeks of paid whatever for whatever reason. You can even say because ICE hurt my feelings by existing and take 12 weeks off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's basically no. Well, although I think you have to be like part of a corporation that pays into that or something. I don't know exactly what it is.
I don't know.
All right. Don't forget, Jimmy Francis is running for mayor. You can reach out to him. Do you have his site, Andy? Is it up on there? I don't see it.
Do you have a website, Jimmy? Andy, take care of your elderly
yes,
parents.
Yes, we need you to come down and take care of us.
What do you think I'm doing right now?
You got to come and feed us.
All right. But again, I love the fact that, this show doesn't take a political leaning either way. We support Democrats. We support Republicans. We want people to be happy. I don't want to argue about bullshit politics. My God, it's disgusting.
Oh, yeah. By the way,
over.
Yes.
Remember, Joe says I can't even get $20K for medical things. Remember, the description for yesterday's show has his GoFundMe link on it if you'd like to donate. And
he is a great, great guy. So if you can, that'd be wonderful.
All you have to do is say something derogatory about Trump or ICE, and somebody will donate. I mean, that's the game. Might as well play it.
I guess that's what it is. So whatever. Try to be happy, will you? We'll talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Every time I hear the sing, reminds me how you talking.